credit. Victor Martinez, I was on stage with this guy, Aaron. He turned pro the same year I did, winning the 2000 Nationals. I had won the USA that year. We are 19 years later, and he's still doing it. Crazy.
He's what, Bob? He's 45?
46?
46?
Yeah,
46 years old.
Right. You know, but the fact you could still be doing this 19 years later after turning pro is awesome.
Can you imagine yourself up there, Bob, doing this still?
I'm on stage all the time, Aaron, as you know.
You're
But,
right,
but
you're right.
I got a different suit on these days.
Yes.
No, I can't imagine it. This is a testament to, his ability to focus, to keep doing this. And I tell you what, listen, he still looks good. I mean, he's lost a little bit. He's lost a step along the way from the Victor Martinez we remember when he was battling it out for the title of Mr. Olympia. And a lot of people had him winning the Olympia back in 07 against Jay Cutler. But listen, he's not far behind, I tell you that. He's still bringing it.
Yeah. As you know, Bob, as you get older, that we notice in the legs, right? And that's the thing that we're noticing with Victor now. I know he was probably unhappy with his call out this morning. He was in the last call out. And, if the legs were back where they used to be, who knows where he would have ended up.
I'll tell you this, Nick, the fans love Victor Martinez. He is always amongst the favorites every year. The fans simply flock to him. Victor's probably one of the most just, down home, just laid back guys I've ever met in my life. If he was any more mellow, he'd be going backwards, I swear.
Well, don't forget, Bob, he's a former Arnold Classic champion, 2007.
You can see the back is still amongst the best, even at his age and with all these years of training. And listen, it's a miracle just staying injury-free when you've been training this long.
Yeah. And from the front, when you see him from the upper body and from the front, he really hasn't lost much at all,
Now, anytime you're talking about the pro league and the level of bodybuilding at the best in the world, you don't have to lose a lot to slip a whole bunch of places. I mean, you got the new dogs coming up. I mean, he's literally competing against guys half his age here. So we tip our hat, to Victor Martinez for still bringing it. But you got to be realistic also in that his placing, unfortunately, is not going to be what he was looking for. But that's the life of any athlete. In controlling your abs, but spreading the meals out, actually making them smaller and having more throughout the day rather than big meals.
I've actually seen photos of Rolly wearing a waist trainer to keep the size of his waist down.
A lot of the guys are doing that now, which is interesting.
You know what? It doesn't hurt.
Doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt. Yeah, I mean, listen, if it does 5%, great.
Gentlemen, quarter turn right.
The one big thing that the guys need to keep conscious, and obviously we saw, at the last Olympia, how they're really marking down the midsections now.
Quarter turn.
Is in the transitions, because it's easy to remember to keep your midsection tight while you're hitting a pose, but in between poses,
quarter turn.
If it slips your mind for a minute, that's a big problem.
Oh, trust me, I've been on that pro stage with those comparisons getting called out.
Oh,
you start sucking wind after about the third or fourth round of mandatories out there, and you better be in shape, and you better be, that's if you're going to let it go, that's
Front
where it's going to go.
Especially in those back poses when you think no one's looking, you let it hang out.
Yeah, Aaron's exactly right. It's in the transitions that you really got to pay attention. But look at the physique on Akeem Williams. Now, out of these four guys, there are obviously four guys in four different times of their career. But Akeem Williams has all the attributes, man. He's got the muscle.
Side chest.
He's got the shape. He's just got to find a way to get that skin thin. And I tell you what, this guy be winning some titles and beating some people.
He's got something like that hanging muscle, that you rarely see, especially for the lats from the front, kind of Ronnie Coleman-esque.
Back double bicep.
Tell you what, it's a game of inches, man. I mean, he's not. Look at that shot right there. Look at that shot of Akeem Williams. That's up there with anybody.
Yeah.
He just has to bring it down. But you can also
Back
see those
lag
little
sprain.
folds in the skin, Nick. About
Yeah.
halfway up that back, that's your difference.
That's that film I was talking about.
I don't think we've ever seen Akeem without the film. So
No.
I've never seen him. Like I said originally, this is about as good as
Side
He
try.
was
Akeem
up
we've
pretty
seen.
good in, was it Tampa last year, I think it was, where he really brought it out there. And that's the closest I've seen him come to 100% conditioning. But he's got to find a formula that works. The one thing you need in the pro league is
Abdominals
consistency.
and thighs.
And that's where a Bonac really comes out head and shoulders above the rest, where you've never seen Bonac out of shape.
No.
Your favorite, most muscular.